Hi everybody, my name's CJ and I'm the developer working on Simulacra, which is a free twin stick shooter game aimed to have smart tactical combat and light base building elements. You can download the game on my blog or also on its IndieDB page. Um, and I'm hoping to release these development videos to coincide with the roughly 2 week release schedule, um, but that will kind of push and pull depending on how exciting the development is going and if there are any large changes in the content. But so let's get started. So like I said, the game is aimed at being a twin stick shooter um, with light base building elements. You start out in the base, and it's set on a faraway planet, and you assume the role of kind of a Robin Hood style character. Um, so while in the base, you can do things like, uh, build new equipment, set up new structures and machines using the various resources that you've gathered out in the map. You can interact with some of the local dwellers. Oops, sorry for the mouse cursor. Um, you can interact with the various dwellers that you've rescued, or the people that have kind of come to help your cause. And looking very much at games like This War of Mine and XCOM um, to kind of inspire. Shot fired. To inspire some of the kind of thematics and also the kind of the strategy layer of the game. But so once you're done with any kind of strategizing and organization, building all of that, you can choose where you want to go on your mission. Right now, the wilderness is the main map that's in development. The shoreline is an art test space that's developed in parity with the wilderness, mainly to make sure that any gameplay decisions are working in multiple spaces. So we'll stick with the wilderness for now, and we'll head out on our mission. Uh, and so the hope is that when you're out on the mission, you're doing kind of action style combat and doing investigations, like the large placeholder blood arrow. So you're finding encampments where the local dwellers have been kidnapped or something has happened to them, um, and you're going and following those trails. Maybe it leads to an ambush. Maybe you successfully recover them. The hope is to have essentially multiple spaces that you get familiar with. So the landscape doesn't change, but what you find out in the map does. So, like, for example, these resources that you're finding, they'll scattered in different areas of the map. The enemies, the encounters, those will change, but your kind of lay of the land will stay the same. But you'll come here at different times of day, and that will have an impact on different aspects of the gameplay. And speaking of the gameplay, especially when you get into the combat, the idea is for you're pretty severely outgunned. You do have certain resources. You can lay down mines. You can charge up your gun, like say Metroid or Mega Man. But a lot of it is really from moving really very nimbly around the space and using the resources at hand. Some of those aren't quite complete right now, but one of them is and a very central mechanic to the game is the ability to kind of hop out of your body in slow motion and go and hack local resources. So, for example, I can... I ran out of energy. You can hack the power pylons that are actually giving energy to the enemy machinery, and then use that. So now when I get next to that pylon, it will actually give me its energy, and I can use that to use my own abilities and so on and so forth. So that's really the main kind of central mechanic of the game, is this ability to kind of hop out of your body and turn the tide of the combat, but that, especially as time goes by and the game is a little bit more balanced, that you'll actually have to use your mind and your kind of nimble fingers to survive these encounters. And then when it's all said and done, maybe you found a dweller that is here that needs rescuing. So right now they give you a little gift of a random resource, or maybe you find another clue. Hopefully it's kind of a fun, organic, relatively fast-paced bit of action gameplay, where you gather new resources, you find new people, find new bits of lore and storyline, and then when you're done, there are multiple entry and exit points in the map, so you can then head back to the base, use the resources that you've gathered or the bits of knowledge that you found to move ahead. So for the last bit, I'll just run out to the shoreline to show you how that's developing. That's the space that is very, very rough. As you can see, there's no gameplay here whatsoever. It's mainly just sort of a very rough early test space to make sure that the mechanics and everything is working properly. So I'll head back to the base. So yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to have a kind of bi-weekly release of the build, so you can always download those, like I said, either on the blog or on IndieDB. I'm really hoping to develop the game with as much community feedback as possible. I really want this to be a fun and very interactive title, and it's something that I'm really building in my free time. So it's something that I really feel strongly about, and I want to be fun. So I'm not going to be charging any money for it or anything like that. Yeah. So like I said, please leave feedback either on the website or on as comments on the videos. I would love to hear from you and make the game that much stronger. So thank you again for your time. I hope to see you here again soon, and I will hopefully see you in a couple weeks. Bye.